Thank you for staying on News Desk. Time now to talk about technology. Some disturbing news we're starting with. China's Techno is said to have sold thousands of smartphones with malware in Africa. Now, malware is just malfunctioning software. So instead of the phone functioning properly, going through the right procedures, getting your data. When I say data, I'm talking about your internet credits. I mean information you stored there. The phone just does it on its own. Kobe, this is disturbing, knowing that a lot of Africans use cheap smartphones.
Yeah.
And here we understand that the information, basically, we're being exploited.
Yeah. So this was found in one app on one of these techno phones called X Helper.
Okay.
And what they were saying is that it's taking the users pre-registered like their data from their devices and then sending it out, and also exhausting their data bundles.
As well. Oh, I didn't know that.
So you'd realize that you haven't subscribed for a service, but you're getting information from that service. You're getting your data being sent out and all that, and it's become a serious problem. Techno said they had solved this some time ago, as at 2018, they had solved this problem. And so they're asking users who are using these devices to go and update their software on their phones to not experience this anymore. Yeah.
Well, please, if you're a techno user, just update your phone and save yourself all the hassle. Now, let's move to an interesting development in the tech world. If you ask me, apart from football, I think there's a lot of rivalry in the world of technology. So Epic's 1980 Fortnite short film is mocking Apple. So just give us some background to this.
Sure. So, Apple in 1984 had this ad where you had this woman running, with a hammer to go and break a screen where people were being hypnotized to use a certain device. Well, that was when Apple was claiming to be the company that fought controlling software or controlling hardware or tech that controlled you. But Apple has sort of become that person or that entity in that advert. And Fortnite, Epic, the game Fortnite that these kids have been playing all around.
And earning a lot of money.
Exactly. Now, Apple has this thing where when you're making purchases within the app, an app on an Apple device, Apple takes 30% of that money. Yes. So, and a lot of developers have been crying that Apple should stop taking this amount of money. Even Facebook is saying, it's actually indicating in anything that they realize that you're taking money from, they'll tell you that Apple is going to take 30% of this money. Yeah, and even Apple is fighting them for that. So this thing has become a problem, and developers have been fighting this to the extent that Apple actually took Epic's Fortnite game off the store, or not allowing because Epic put a circumvention to their 30% tax, Apple tax, to say, so basically, Apple, they didn't want Apple to get at 30%. And Apple says, hey, we don't like that. So
yeah, you're off.
They knocked it off. So now people who are playing Fortnite on Apple, they're not getting updates. But people on other platforms are getting updates. And so they did an ad which was reminiscent of that 1984 Apple ad with Fortnite characters, pretty much the same storyline. Just mocking Apple, telling them that once upon a time, you were these guys saying that don't do this. Now you're the guys doing that. And so
And now, Spiky, the next thing we're going to discuss may look like a scene from a sci-fi movie, but it's not. Elon Musk is planning to show off a working brain hacking device. This is where we got into, folks.
Yeah.
Kobe, I know you're excited about things like this.
Absolutely.
Because you want to get to a point where we can merge human beings and robots. I don't know how we're ever going to do that, but I don't want that. But tell us, how is this going to work?
Some time ago on the same show, we spoke about them doing the Neuralink, where they were connecting the brains to prosthetics that could now, so people who had lost a limb could now control those limbs. And Elon Musk has, been trying this thing. He set up a company and they're doing this. I mean, we know the Elon Musk, and they've made some headway with this. So they've tried this on a monkey, and the monkey was able to control a computer. So they use very tiny wires connected to your brain. Now these wires are even smaller than a strand of your hair, and they connect to your brain, and they're able to transmit thousands of neural activities to a computer. Now, the whole idea is to make people who have neurological disorders be able to control their smartphone. So imagine if you have a sort of a brain damage somewhere, you can't move your arm, you can now connect your brain straight to the phone, you can make a call to someone.
You're trying to sound so convincing, but I can't help but remember all those sci-fi movies when the experiment goes wrong.
And that's what Elon is saying.
I don't think I am ready to experience an experiment gone wrong with this whole brain hacking device. But thank you so much, Kobe, for bringing us what's happening in the world of technology. But coming up shortly in business, the aviation minister has confirmed or affirmed the country's readiness to reopen the ports. To stay for details.